Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this Meditation Monday. I can't believe it's Monday again. It feels like the weeks are just flying by, and I don't even know how many of these I've done so far. I haven't been keeping track, but I've been enjoying them. And so we're here again together to meditate on this Monday. So, what I normally do while we're waiting for a couple people to come in is I draw a tarot card before the session, and so as not to waste time while we're in the session. And today I drew it from this tarot deck, which is the Happy Tarot from Serena Fika. And it's an adorable deck. I've had some trouble with the deck because the symbols are very creative in terms of like whether it's cups or wands or swords, etc. But today, luckily, we drew the 10 of Cups. Now, this is the 10 of Cups upright. And this is the way that I drew this card today. So I'd like to talk about upright and not upright cards and how I see that. Now, I don't believe that tarot is a form of divination. I know that a lot of tarot practitioners do use tarot for divination. I don't use it for divination. I'm not trying to project predict the future because I do believe I project the future based upon my frequency and my energy, and that I have the free will to choose the timeline I'm going to lean into in any given moment. But what I do use tarot for is awareness, to maybe see where I'm holding some blind spots, maybe see what's going on and see what resonates for me in a card that's pulled. Hi, Ale. Hi, Randy. Hi, Emma. Welcome, welcome to whoever's here. I see you in the chat. And this particular card, I looked up the meaning of it because I'm also not a tarot practitioner. And what resonated for me, even in drawing it upside down, are some of these meanings. So the card, when it's upright, represents family. It represents feeling safe. It represents feeling at home. It represents harmony in relationships. It represents cultivating values that you would like to pass on to the people that you love, your children, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, etc. And in its reverse, it does have some of the opposite of that energy. In other words, it might be pointing to where there are some relationships that are not in alignment, or where, and because the card in its upright version represents harmony, everybody here is really happy, there's this family, they're being hit by the light of the divine. And in its upside down version, that energy is accessible to the people, but maybe they're allowing themselves to be swayed by external situations or circumstances that are impacting their ability to access their happiness, that are impacting their ability to be present in the moment with the people that they love, or to tap into their inner love and have loving relationship with themselves. And when I look at the collective now, I do see that there are some relational issues that are occurring. People are losing view of the fact that we are a family, and that we do have the ability to lean into the happiness that we can mutually feel and share and experience by respecting our differences and understanding the free will of each and every one of us, and respecting that level of, hey, we can find harmonious ways and loving ways to resolve conflicts. So we're having a little bit of difficulty with that as a collective at the moment. We're having a little bit of learning curve and growing pains and stuff coming up that is worth looking at and addressing, and definitely setting boundaries for and exercising our preferences for. But I would love this meditation today to be about unconditional happiness. And happiness is, or can feel, really, really elusive when there are things happening either in your personal life or in the collective that are huge, or that feel overwhelming, or that feel that they are bigger than, like they are causing more problems than solutions. And your happiness can take a hit, right? So I know on a personal level, and this is me sharing my personal experience with happiness recently, it's been a little bit tough to be happy and to have happy experiences when I've also been absorbing or looking at what's going on in the collective. And of course, you can always choose to not look at the collective, or you can choose to cultivate that unconditional happiness. I'm going to be happy anyway. And knowing that that is actually a valuable and strong strategy towards being of service to the rest of the collective. Your happiness is actually a superpower. So I'd love for us now to tune in to how are we going to switch this upside down card to its potential, which is harmonious relationships, unconditional happiness. I'm going to put it behind me. Joy, family, safety, all that good stuff, but from the inside, as opposed to changing our external circumstances. And I want you guys all to get comfortable and tune in. I do have the cats running around the house somewhere, so they might join us at some point during this meditation, and that will only enhance our happiness and joy. And hopefully they don't knock over a plant or something in the meantime. But anyway, let's all settle into our seats now for this beautiful meditation together. Thank you so much for being here with me, and we will slow down this energy, which is a high vibration and therefore very fast energy. So without changing the vibration of this transmission, this joy, I want you to see if you can run it through your system and slow it down. Same way you would imagine a dam would slow down the power of a waterfall and turn that into hydroelectricity. Let it be your power. Let your breath slow down this energy, this divine energy coming in from the all that is into your body, and grounding through your seat or your feet into the core of the earth. Circling back up again through your feet or seat, through your spine, up through your crown, and up your soul stream back into the universal consciousness of the all that is non-temporal, non-locational isness that you are. Without needing to, but you can if you want, without needing to remember a moment in time when you were happy. Access that frequency of happy. You can feel it in your heart and naturally in the corners of your mouth, the corners of your eyes, turning upwards. Happy because something funny has happened, or you're in a beautiful interaction with someone, or because you have a cat on your lap, or for whatever excuse you need. Also without an excuse, just tune into that frequency. If it's a bit difficult, that's okay. That's okay if it's not easy to access. For right now, it's okay to let go of any other emotion. Just put it aside. Imagine a wicker basket in the corner of the room you're in, and that you're allowed to go over to that basket and put your fear or put your worry or put your problems, your stress, your confusion, just put it in the basket for now. You can imagine yourself getting up from your seat and going over to the basket, however big or small that basket needs to be for you, and just put anything that's not happiness into the basket. You can pick it up on your way out the door. And then imagine yourself coming back to your meditative position, settling back into your seat again, and back into this breath. You don't need to feel unsafe because those things that you think you need, those emotions you think you need, they're all right there. You can even see them out of the corner of your eye while you're practicing. And everything you've put in the basket is there, and all that's remaining is contentment, is peace, is happiness. So allow yourself to feel that frequency. How good it feels to be happy. And don't you naturally want to share this energy so it amplifies? So I want you to imagine all the other people in this live call or who watch this in the replay, and know that those people are your energetic family. They couldn't be on this call. They couldn't be watching this replay if they didn't resonate with this particular flavor, this particular information, if they hadn't accidentally stumbled upon it. So in the same way your life has been leading you up to this moment, their lives have been leading them up to this moment where you get to share and amplify this happiness all over the globe. Imagine this happiness, this releasing of troubles, releasing of worries is a spider web, a fine thread of energetic intention that reaches from you to someone in France, to someone in the United States, to someone in China, to someone in other parts of the world. And then every time that thread of happiness connects between three people, every other being in the area that is between those three, triangulated, benefits from the blessings that you are giving them by being happy. And enough people will ultimately listen to this meditation, tune into this meditation, you being one of it, so that there will be very few pockets, if any, on this globe that do not benefit from you sharing your happiness in this now moment. And every time you choose to be happy, despite the circumstances, despite the situations, despite anything that is occurring for you or around you, you are triangulating again in those moments with everyone else who chooses to be in their heart and chooses to be happy anyways. And in that triangulation, you benefit everyone in the area of the space between the three of you. Even those who are suffering. You're not happy because they're suffering. You're happy despite their suffering. You're happy because your happiness helps them to find hope, to find joy, to find peace, to find soothing. Your frequency energy to choose to be happy, to choose to be love. Is generous. Whereas choosing to fall into despair is self-serving. So feel that joy. I'm one of those points in the grid. And in the same way that I'm triangulating with those of you who are closest to me in proximity, perhaps in the same country or the same region, the same continent, my connection shoots out to each and every one of you in the same way your connection shoots out to each and every one of the other beings on this planet. When you tune into them, when you are in shared experience, even if it is not simultaneous, shared intention. And the density of this spider web increases until it is a blanket of happiness all over the planet, woven in joy and protection, in family and harmony, in compassion. Not pity, not sympathy, compassion. And you, even in your sadness, even in your horror, even in your suffering, even if you decide to pick up the entire wicker basket and put it into yourself and come to the rest of your day in a state of low vibration, that is fine because this blanket reaches over you too. If you cannot hold your thread, there's no fear because your family has you. We have you. And so in your deepest darkness, you're never alone. This intention is global. And each time you choose to feel into your joy, you are sharing that with the world. And each time that you have a stumble, you will never truly fall because the world and those who hold this intention are sharing it with you. How beautiful does that feel? Let's feel it. If tears of joy arise, don't worry, that's just your body calibrating to allow more space for joy, space for happiness. It's literally your base point frequency raising. a letting go of those things that perhaps you put in the basket, knowing you don't need them anymore. And this energy is available to you anytime you want it, because the difference between this frequency and the ones that you put down is that this is what you are as your base energy. This joy is the way the world sees, or the way the universe sees all that is, the way all that is sees itself. And so you can always imagine that basket and put down your worries and your fears, your anger, your sorrow, just for a moment. But you can never put down your joy, your harmony. You can always tune into it. So please breathe into it. Allow yourself to feel so good and supported in feeling good by everyone else here. Freedom to be happy. To feel love. To feel joy in safety. And because it's so useful. And when this feeling state is imprinted on you, listen to the sounds in the room around you from the frequency of joy. And see the color behind your eyes and your eyelids from the frequency of joy. Feel your body on the chair or on the floor or on your bed from the frequency of joy. And you can go over to your basket now and look inside of it from the frequency of joy and see if there's anything in there that serves you for the rest of your day. Your worry or your fear or your sorrow or your anger or your confusion. And only take what you want to take with you out of this meditation. Perhaps some of those things are no longer necessary to pick back up. Don't worry, they'll be discarded or donated. You don't need to keep them or feel responsible to hold on to them or have them or hoard them. So just leave anything that you don't want to keep. Wiggle around in your seat and Perhaps stretch your shoulders, get back into your body. And when you're ready and you've taken everything you need and left everything you don't, feel free to open your eyes. Hello, everyone. So I did hear some sort of big bang sound. The cat's getting up to something upstairs, so I might be cleaning plants or broken vases or something like that with those two troublemakers after this, but that's okay. That's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed that meditation and it resonated for you. And I know that it's difficult. I know that we haven't been taught the power of happiness, but I loved how that spontaneous visualization about the network and that grid came and was part of this meditation. I do and did feel it very deeply. Right now, there are 13 people on this call who have connected all over the world. Absolutely beautiful, but I know that that number expands as I release these and allow these to stay on YouTube, and every one of you who's joining here in the replay is part of that grid, and we are creating a better world every time we're choosing to be happy anyways. Our inner selves and our higher selves want this for us. We didn't come to earth to suffer. We came here to be powerful, empowered, amazing, creative beings that play in the clay of creation and material and everything it means to be human. And we can find, and it takes work and it takes training and it takes letting things go, that ability to do that joyfully from a space of knowing how precious and how wonderful and how connected we are to each other. So thanks so much for being here, as always, on these Monday meditations with me. You guys maybe think that these meditations are for you, but honestly, they're actually for me, and I benefit so much by having this time with you guys. I get more aligned, I get more clear, and I get able to be more in service to you. So my gratitude goes out to each and every one of you that's here with me. I have a live session coming up next Monday, I believe, on the 6th. Yes, it's next Monday. So next Monday on the 6th, I have a live Vagrein session, group session coming up that you guys can grab tickets to over at my website at www.jpherman.com/events. And you'll be able to ask your questions directly to Vagrein. So that is really, really fun to participate in, and I encourage your joining. If you haven't seen my big news this week, I'm going to be on Gaia as a channeler in their channeling conference this October 19th. And that is something I'm super looking forward to. I'm really excited. There will be also Bashar and Teo and Cryon and one other amazing channeled energy or entity that will be joining for that session. And Vagrein gets to channel right there in Colorado with all of you who can join. So if you're interested in that, do check out the video about my amazing manifested news. And I think there's 1 or 2 spots left on the retreat for anyone who's been kicking around that idea. Do get in touch with me and fill out that form immediately, because otherwise people will have to go on the wait list. And I would really love it if you are feeling resonance with coming to join us in Italy, June 20th to 23rd, that you do fill out that form right away, and or let me know, and we'll get on top of having a little get together, a meeting to see if the retreat is resonant for you. So I want to thank everyone who's left a message here. Do remember to like this video so that other people can have access to it. The YouTube algorithm is really, really good at proposing things to the right people, as long as the right people are liking and commenting and subscribing to the channel. So that really helps with diffusing Vagrein's message and creating that network even further. So go ahead and like this right now. And if you haven't subscribed, well, welcome. And I really hope that you do choose to subscribe. And I think that's it for me for today. Now, our card was about family. And I want you guys to lean into that energy of family and harmony and connection, because we really are a soul family together and no one is alone. So I will see you under the blanket of our beautiful intentional spider web of love and joy and happiness in each next now moment. And I will see you again very shortly. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye-bye.